Hi, I'm Luke Smith, the creative director for Destiny: The Taken King, and this year at E3, we're talking about just that.
So what were your goals heading into this expansion?
We want to construct our first major expansion to the Destiny universe, provide players with new stuff to fight with, new places to go, and new creatures to fight against. So the new stuff to fight with, that's the new subclasses. The Stormcaller, who is an arc-wielding warlock, the Sunbreaker Titan, a Titan who throws flaming hammers at his friends and foes, and last but definitely not least, our Nightstalker Hunter, the hunter who has a bow that binds his foes together.
When it comes to new environments, places to play, talk about that.
Yeah, so where players are going to be going on this in the Taken King campaign is adventuring into a Dreadnaught. Oryx, the Taken King, has a giant fortress in the sky. And what we've done is built a new destination for players to go and run around, run amok, cause trouble, and battle our new combatants, the Taken.
So talk a little about the environments that people are going to be exploring there.
So there's a bunch of stuff contained on our Dreadnaught. One of the things the players will be excited about is this is a brand new destination. It has all new patrols, patrol types, and we're actually taking those new patrol types and refreshing them into the greater world as well. So our existing planets are going to be refreshed as a part of the Taken King. Another thing that's on the Dreadnaught, we have new strikes. We're not talking about them specifically today, but we have new strike activities, there's new missions that go through there, and one of the things that our players are really excited about, or are going to be really excited about, is yes, there's a brand new 6-player raid on the Dreadnaught.
What role has the fact that this game is online and you've been able to have players playing it now for a while played in how you guys go about expanding the world?
Well, it gives us an excellent soundboard. We have this rich community. It's our most played game ever at Bungie. And so now we have this large, huge community telling us all the ways that they'd like to see the game improve, and it lets us create a dialogue with our updates. We've updated the game over 30 times since the game came out, so we're constantly in a stream of making the game better.
Are there specific examples with this new expansion that come directly from that community?
I think an example is the way that the storytelling has really been evolving over the last year. You know, after Destiny came out, we had a bunch of opportunities for improvement in storytelling. So when you look at the DLC, the first DLC pack, The Dark Below, we introduced a new character, Eris, and sort of a villain foil, Omnigul, the wizard who, when she screams, summons a bunch of enemies. In DLC 2, we introduced 2 new characters, Varix and Petra. They converse in the backdrop of what players are doing, which allows you to learn more about both of those characters. The theme of those two is characterful introductions and tone. We're continuing that in a major way this fall with the Taken King, where you have Oryx, the villain who haunts you throughout the entire campaign, and the Vanguard, Zavala, Eris, Cade, the mentors that you know so well. You're going to get to know them more as they provide the tapestry and the audio tapestry behind your combat experience.
Is there anything you found interesting about the way people are playing this game as it's gone over the last couple of years?
I think we've watched a pretty voracious shift in activity. Like players, you know, as the economy for the game changes, they move around, they migrate in a way that they have their base of activities that they're going on. But when we introduced something like Trials of Osiris, we saw the PvP pendulum swing, and players have been playing PvP at like record numbers for Destiny, which has been amazing.
When it comes to E3, what role does this play for you guys here with this new expansion?
Oh, well, this is our big coming out party for the Taken King. This is where we're unveiling our next major release to the world. And so it's a huge deal for us. It's a tremendous opportunity to get to be here to share this with people. And hopefully what we're going to do this fall is deliver a whole bunch of happiness to players.
Let's talk about the Taken, the creatures themselves in this game.
Yeah, so with the Taken, we wanted to construct a mighty army for Oryx, the Hive King who's here on the mission of revenge. So what are the Taken? The design goal for them was to take the alien races of Destiny and make them feel truly alien and foreign to players who've been playing the game already. So what happens to these guys is Oryx rips them from our dimension, burns away a bunch of their essence, and imbues them with new powers and abilities. The way this manifests to the player is a creature like a Scion from Destiny 1. The Taken version of the Scion begins to split in half, and so it becomes a problem that if you don't take out the Scions quickly, they're going to multiply and repopulate. We've done this for a bunch of our Destiny 1 combatants, Takenified them, and given each of them unique abilities that are going to challenge players in new ways.
Can you talk a little about when you guys were designing this game and building this universe, how big it is compared to a traditional game you might have made in the past, knowing this was going to be online and expanding?
With Destiny? So with Destiny, we have a pretty big appetite for where we want to take the game and how we're going to continue to add content to it over the years. It's been unlike any game that Bungie's ever built in the way that early on, we were learning about the game as we were building it. And now, as we're continuing to build and support the game with all these updates, expansions, DLCs, we're continuing to learn more about what it takes to build a Destiny experience.